I told you. People like me, I'm waiting in the way to talk my talk, baby. You see the red light, fellas.
Why does he do that?
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Knicks Rehab PM. We had one in the AM. The usual, the norm. You know who I be. Come on, man. And I got my people with me. This is not the AI version. Hey, StreamYard, calm down, StreamYard. Not the AI version. It's the real version. In the flesh. Huh?
Share, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know, hit all the buttons. Get them numbers up. Get them numbers up, y'all. We in the building.
Big Flay.
Man. What happened to the...
Never the little one, y'all. You got it for me. I ain't even got it. You got it for me, big dog.
Big dog. Never the little. Yeah, there we go. The big dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We jumping in here because... Brothers. Hold on, can I keep it? I'm going to keep it 1,000. We got duped. I thought Jalen Brunson re-signed with us officially. I don't care. I'm putting it out there. Big Knicks energy. You've been out here slacking. You've been out here going crazy. You talk about clickbait, but guess what? You win. I'm not a hater. Good for you, Big Knicks energy. I got to bring the energy. Thank you. You talk about clickbait. Salute to y'all, because I would never hate on your clickbait. They said per league sources, Jalen Brunson will sign a 4-year, $156.5 million contract extension with the Knicks tomorrow. Woo! $156 million. Jalen Brunson signing with the New York Knicks, apparently, allegedly, Big Knicks energy saying so. Yeah, old boy.
Well, I just gotta give a shout out to Jalen Brown. Who's your source? That's all I'm
saying. Just wait a minute, right? When we was in the van before we walked into the bank to rob the joint, we had a plan. He deviates.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We get into the bank. OG, we get into the bank and he deviates from the whole plan.
We said we ain't gonna hurt. We ain't gonna hurt nobody, and he just going shooting. Come on,
we're not gonna shoot the gun. We're not gonna hurt nobody. We're gonna walk in and walk out. Walk in and he shoots security.
Got to give a shout out, Big Baby Sports, man. He had Michael Thompson on there. The job he's doing in LA with the Lakers, legendary. Big shout out, Big Baby Sports, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to his page, please subscribe to his page. Great work over there.
Big Baby Jonathan, much love to you, big dog.
Yes.
Shout out to Big Baby Sports. Had Jeannie Buss on there. Hey, man.
I don't let you, James Worthy. Yeah,
it don't get no better. It don't get no better than that.
Hold on. I said he had Genie up there. Listen, I've been dreaming of Genie for a while now. I'm saying it's a TV show. I dream of Genie as a TV show. But Genie Buss, come on, man. I know Jay Moore, he's doing his thing.
I almost said something crazy. Let's get it back together, please.
Hold on, you want to go Umar Johnson on us?
We 3.5 minutes in, y'all. We're 3.5 minutes in.
I'm a mulatto.
Bring up Genie. I'm thinking of the. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's.
I don't think she got it like that. She's a little too old for that for the Janet. She ain't got no pleasant principles, man.
Big shout out to Jay Moore.
Because of you, the big shout out to Jay Moore. Because you, the bank robbery went wrong, and now we about to get kicked and banned off YouTube. Get us back together, brother.
So, but in all seriousness, they did Knicks. We call them Knicks, Big Knicks Energy. They're reporting tomorrow. They're saying tomorrow Jalen Brunson's supposed to sign 4 years, $156 million. They got to confirm that. Ian Bailey, apparently, he's saying don't involve me in that, right? So, but we've been talking about this. What is the Jalen Brunson path? Should he sign the 4-year 156, or should he wait a season and go for the 5 years 256? Big Flea. Never little one.
Excuse my language. Real niggas do real things, man. Real niggas do real things, and Jalen Brunson is a real one. We're going to call this what it is. He's a real one. This has nothing to do with, first of all, I ain't about to pocket watch, right? I ain't about to talk about nobody's pocket. But the conversation is about this contract. And if he waits till next year for the stability, for the longevity, 5 years, and over 200, That puts him in the $50 million range per year. Which, let's not get it messed up. For what he's doing right now in New York City and what I think all of us think he's gonna do going forward, he's gonna be worth it. Like if he waits next year and takes that 2 and change, I won't be mad. But the fact that this is coming out right now, he's gonna take $150 for 4 years, keep us in a position to have some money left in the reservoir to give and get over here, sprinkle over here, we can sprinkle a little bit over there. Putting us in a position to be flexible is why I said real niggas do real things. That's a real one for you. He loves this team. He wants to put us in position to not be strapped for cash, right? We heard what Goofy said the other day, Draymond Green. We heard him talk about how, this is gonna blow up in the Knicks' face, and we're gonna be trying to find ways to get our draft picks back and all that dumb shit. Like
Goofy's all goofy. Go ahead, my brother.
For real, like he tried to like, damper on the trade for Mikal Bridges, right? So, with all that being said, I love the fact that he cares about us from a financial standpoint, right? We talking about millionaires. We just watched Paul George. His head was this big during his podcast, talking about how it was disrespectful that they offered him, I think, $40 million per year. He said that was disrespectful, right? So, so for me, when Jalen Brunson is being mindful of, his financial decisions and how it affects the team going forward, that's dope. Because at the end of the day, all of these guys are multimillionaires. Let's call a spade a spade. All of these guys are multimillionaire people. So we're talking about 35 to 40, 40 to 50. Like, we're talking about the difference between that. So, again, I want everybody to get paid, but I love the fact that this dude is, going to sign that extension and not strap us for cash.
Listen, man, what you just said was great. I totally agree. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna go a different route. Mm-hmm. This is why the people in the city fell in love. Do y'all hear that noise in the background?
Nah.
Yeah, there's an echo of some kind.
All right, hello.
I don't hear anything. Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, now you too loud, Fabe.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so for me, this is why the city and still like I don't know what it is, but this is why the city and the fan base fell in love with Jalen Brunson. Mm-hmm. This is exactly why, for him to even have this mindset. Some guys in life don't want and need much. As you can see, he's not about and there's no knock to nobody. He's not about the Maybachs and the Phantoms and the partying and the jewelry. Some guys are just humble and want to win and be legendary. Jalen Brunson understands, if I take all this money, we will not be able to fill out this roster. Other guys might not be able to get paid. We may not be able to keep this team together. And how are we going to win championships? Fabian said it the other day. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Tim Duncan. Look at what they did for their career, where they took pay cuts, not big pay cuts, but you took enough pay cuts to where it doesn't hurt the team as far as making trades or trying to sign somebody. Listen, man, Jalen Brunson gets it. He's bringing real basketball back to the NBA. The thought, the mindset, the grind, the hard work, the discipline. If he does this puts him at one of the best, greatest Knicks of all time. Because this is something that, remember what Charles Oakley said, quote, about Patrick Ewing. This is something Patrick Ewing would not do.
Patrick Ewing for 4 to 5 years was the highest paid player in the NBA.
Come on.
He was the highest paid player in the NBA at one point. So Oak, I don't like Oak that Oak goes at Pat the way he does, but that's the truth. But that's the truth.
Right. And remember what Oak said when he put Brunson over Pat, and people was like, what? And remember, Oak said it. I played with Pat. I was there for over 10 years. Pat wasn't the leader like this young man. Remember, Pat ain't taking no pay cut.
As a matter of fact, real quick, Patrick Ewing's contract was whoever has the highest contract in that time whoever even re-signs for a new contract. Patrick Ewing's stipulation was he makes 10% more than that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So for Brunson to have this mindset,
super agent, by the way, David Falk. We let's not act like he ain't have the guru. But go ahead,
yes,
OG.
Yes. So for Jalen Brunson to have this mindset, it just goes to show you the kind of human being he is. And this is why this season everybody around him had just great seasons. And this is why it's easy to follow a guy like this. Listen, this is why he is superstar, Flea. And I've been saying it for the whole year. Everybody been giving me backlash. Everybody been saying I'm crazy. And once again, this young man is going to bring the New York City a championship. Whether it's this year, next year, whenever it happens, this young man will probably go down as the greatest Knick of all time. If Jalen Brunson brings us a championship,
no question.
He's going down as the greatest Knick of all time because he's doing right now and how he has the city buzzing. I can't wait for the season to begin just to see Brunson, DiVincenzo, Bridges, Randall back, Hart. Yo, man, it's all because of this. Like, it's literally because of this one 6-foot guard who isn't athletic, who isn't fast, but does what it takes to win. So, this is the superstar that the Knicks been waiting for damn near our whole life. He's going to sacrifice, and if he does this, listen, man, kudos to him because it goes to show he wants to win, and it's not about the money.
I got to piggyback off what you said, triple down, quadruple down. Yeah. Jalen Brunson does this, he's the greatest New York athlete of all time. There's no...
I like that. I like that.
I know if Don was here, he would laugh just like you, Flea, because me and AllBall speaking hyperbole a lot. That's why you come on here and you go, settle down, fellas.
My brothers.
Right? But I said that way because once AllBall said he'll be the greatest Knick of all time, I'm like, no, you got to skip over all of that. I don't remember a player in New York doing that because in baseball, there is no salary cap like that, right? In football, I remember Michael Strahan had to take a couple of weeks off, and they were making a big deal out of that. And he was just like maybe pioneering the new way for an older athlete to come in, maybe play 12 games instead of 16 back then, and you know make sure your body's right and you come back in the game. He had to sacrifice, but he had to sacrifice weeks and money. He was going through a lot in public. But I don't remember an athlete. I don't remember Eli Manning doing the Tom Brady thing, taking less money for his offensive lineman.
What about Derek? What about Derek Jeter?
Derek Jeter didn't take no damn pay cut.
Okay.
Derek Jeter, give me that $20 million. Yeah,
because gonna get his money. El Capitan, he gonna get his money.
But there's no salary cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no salary cap in baseball, but these salary cap sports, football and basketball, is different. You know, we spoke to Ewing. No disrespect to Carmelo, but he's involved in this too, and it was a part of the whole stigma that's attached to him that he's trying to break down about how he got traded here, but you're paid like a number one guy. And let's get this clear. It's even harder for a Jalen Brunson to turn down that kind of money because that money's there for Carmelo. That money's there for LeBron. That money's there for D-Wade. They could easily say, yeah, I'll take 10 million less because it's damn near guaranteed for that talent for the re-up to come back.
That's a hell of a point.
Yeah, great point.
That's a hell of a
point. That's why with Brunson, if he does this, they don't really have to win, to be honest. Again, I always say this. It's not about just the winning. Do you want to root for this guy? Look how we talk about Bernard King 40 years later. I didn't see him play live, but I get it. Like, I'm watching him, I hear the way he talks about basketball. I'm like, oh, I see why y'all love them. Even Walker Frazier. Oh, I get it. It's they bring something different to the game. If Brunson were to take that deal, because I'm thinking, all right, you ain't going to sign that deal this summer, and you're going to wait to at least have some more on the table to negotiate with next summer. But if you do this, he will, like, it might be Brunson gang. Anybody got anything to say? I might wild out on you. You cannot provide that for us. You can't do that to me. No. You can't.
Hearing gang over 40 is wild. I love it though. I love it.
I had some rest. I thought I came back with some vitriol, baby.
I love it.
But that's. I shout out the Dime Dropper, but I feel bad for you. I understand how you feel because we were going through that for 20 years with the Knicks. But this is the total opposite. This is like a dream. Not only we got a guy to root for, but he keeps giving us reasons to root for him. Got Santa Claus. He real life Santa Claus out here, man. This is beyond love. That would be, it's outside of sports that he's going to be revered, I think.
Now, Flea, let me ask you a question. Play devil's advocate.
Yeah, talk to me.
How do you feel if he doesn't take the extension and next year he takes the max?
Well, I think I said that in part of what I was saying at the beginning, that if he does decide to say, hey, let me go get that 200 and change, can we be mad? Like, I think we will be bothered because we know he could do this right now. Like, if this wasn't spoken about, if we didn't sit here and come to the people, over 200 plus people in the building right now, we come in to talk to these people, right? If we didn't do this, and at some point next year, the extension comes up 5 years, $200+ million, I think all three of us would agree that he deserves that. He's earned it, right? Don't let us win a championship this year. We win a championship this year. I think OG will want to get a nigga 3. Give him what he wants. Give him what he wants. Give him everything. Give him the whole kitchen sink. Give him everything, right? So I don't think I would have a problem if next year he takes, an extra $100 million and gets to 256. The only reason I think it would rub us the wrong way, and look, OG, all I have to tell you is go take a nap, wake up. I hope you feel better, because we're gonna have to get over that. Like, this is the dude. This is our guy, right? This is our guy. So, I'll be all right with that. I'll be all right with that.
I think we'd all be all right with that. Like, we're all human. We're all fathers. I don't know if he's a father yet, Jalen Brunson. I don't think he is, but we're just going to be okay with that. And we'll respect it. We'll be okay with it. We understand what it is. We understand the opportunity. Like I just said, that opportunity is not available to everyone, let alone everyone in the NBA. And he's still doubted as a top tier guy. And he finished 6th in the MVP. He's not considered a superstar by most, and he finished 6th in the MVP. I get the Isaiah Thomas comparison. Isaiah Thomas did not have his friends follow him from college and link up back with him. And we created a scenario where we were the 2nd seed. That just didn't happen. And like, I forgot about all the stats that happened in the playoffs where he was compared to Mike. He was doing things that Michael Jordan was doing. 30-year-old records. Along with the fact that the 30-year-old record with the Knicks in January, we had the best month of our entire existence.
Right.
Like, he's the face of all that. So that guy looking to get 250 and max the hell out, it's like, yo, you earned that. You did earn it. Like, it's not a luck of the draw. It's not a it doesn't seem like it's a fluky thing. So again, we wouldn't be mad at it. That's the reason why taking the less money is even more crazy, because there's $100 million that you're leaving on the table. That's $100 million. It doesn't matter how you slice it.
So OG, you the uncle that hands out the quarters and the dollars when the kids are going to the store. You determine who gets the big juice and who gets the quarter water. So how you feeling about, you know what I'm saying? If he takes that 250 next year, how you feeling?
I wouldn't be mad, but I would definitely have a talk with him. To try to, tell him take a light pay cut, because, we want to try to keep this together for as long as possible. And we definitely want to try to make moves in the future, because, we don't want to, be able to get a guy and then the contract bites us into what. Let me ask y'all this, because that's not my expertise, right? Could he sign the extension, and let's just say by the 3rd year, it can re-up? Is that possible?
Depending on if there's an option. So like if it's a 4-year deal with a player option in the 4th year, let's say the first 3 years he outplays that contract. He's already outplayed the current contract, right?
Right.
So now let's say he outplays the $150 that, so that's, what is that? 30-something mil? What if he signs right now, what would he be getting per year? It was 4 years, 156.
About 39 or something like that.
So shit, that's even as close to 40 as you could probably get. So yeah, he could do that. He get to the 3rd year and he opt out of the deal, but with the all intentions of, you know what I'm saying, re-ing up, and now you re-up for like 45, 50. I don't know.
Right. So that's what I'm asking. You do the 3rd with the option, and remember, within them 3 years, we win the title. Now, in that 4th year, now you can re-up, and now you get what you missed out on. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's ways to where you really won't miss out on that money if it's done right. But yeah, I won't be mad because he's already earned it. Like I said, we broke down, to me, guys who deserve the max. What he did for the organization, for the city, for the culture, for the fans, and dealing with an injured roster all season. That's what max players do, and that's what max players get. So I wouldn't be upset. I would just, have a talk with him and explain to him, you deserve the money. I want you to have the money, but understand what comes with that. Remember, you take that maxi max. Listen, you're the guy without question. Without question. Remember, you got to take. Remember, there's no more excuses now. Nobody want to hear, well, we can't trade for this guy or get this guy because of the money. So, I just want him to understand, you do the right thing. Look at what Tom Brady and them guys did with those careers. Winning, staying relevant. To me, that's more important than the money because he's going to get the money anyway.
Real quick before you jump in, Fabian, just want to bring something to the panels, my brother's attentions, and obviously the chat. And I'm sure everybody knows this, but it has to be said. A lot of these guys jump at the opportunity, right, to take the big money, and we go back and forth about, oh, you should take less, oh, you shouldn't. Like, the big thing that we see in the NBA is injury. Guys get hurt, right? Guys get hurt. Yes, the money is guaranteed, but we are also talking about, okay, Brunson takes his extension for shorts in the first 3 years of it. God forbid he gets hurt the 3rd year. Now the Knicks have to be a responsible organization and say, reassess everything. Okay, he's got hurt at some point. Damn, do we up it now? Do we restructure this contract? Because he's got injured. So, from the player standpoint, it's usually, let me take the money while the opportunity is there, and then we'll go forward. Very seldom do you see, I know you said he's a superstar, but very seldom do you see the borderline superstars, leave money on the table. They gonna take it and and not worry about betting on themselves it's just what I want to say. Fabian,
can he do the, let's just say, the 3 years? I don't know. 4, 8, 12. Let's say he do the contract, the 4 years, 156, right? But the 3 years and then the option. Remember, how about that option? He would be able to sign another, let's say, 3 years, $140 million. You get what I'm saying? So it's basically the same thing.
Except that within these 3 years, we expect to win a championship or contend. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think that gives him that's why he knows the Tom Brady effect is, let me give myself a chance in my prime and all my guys' prime to really give us this chance to win a championship in New York and create this and complete the mission, this special mission that I think we all feel is upon us. Yeah, Brunson max of 4 years, 156. If he waits 1 year, it will go to $269 million over 5 years. And that's what he said. This is what LeBron does often, is that he has that 1 year deal with the opt-out. That's why he was able to opt out the 1+1. Now you can go renegotiate every single summer if you want.
Right.
So
right.
Brunson can do that. I think he has all the leverage in the world. If he says, I just want to do that, a 1+1, I'm not mad at that either. I just can't be, because now you look at yourself as LeBron. Now you look at yourself as the version of what you could have been. Don't get me wrong. I think you don't want to do it because the knock on LeBron has always been, bro, that's why part of the reason was spark Kyrie leaving Cleveland. That whole 1 year deal thing, are you going to stay or not? If you leaving, I don't want to be here. I'm out of here. Yo, Brunson, you going to stay or not? You can't be here for no 1 year. Nah, you can't. So the guarantee in 3 or 4 years, that guarantees stability for everybody. It makes everybody settle in and go, yo, we got a 3 or 4 year plan. This is what we're gonna do. Well, LeBron, it's not a 3 or 4 year plan. The Lakers were going through hell probably trying to figure out what to do next. And every other team that he played for. LeBron is great, but that's what you leave there. And again, Brunson's brand is stability. Brunson's brand seems to be excellence, seems to be doing it the right way. Since he got here, we all felt like the first person I thought about was Derek Jeter, and lo and behold, he said, my pops told me to go watch that documentary and follow Derek Jeter. Oh, that makes sense. And Tom Brady's right in line with Derek Jeter. Always says the right thing. You know what I mean? He always does the right thing. And part of doing the right thing is that when he do this in 4 years, yeah, why not? I'm with you, AllBall.
I'm gonna say something that hasn't been said. I don't think it just goes to show you the importance of having your father in your life. What Jalen Brunson's father is doing with his son is legendary. It's legendary, and I don't think that gets brought up enough. You know, a lot of these players, man, you know, without the fathers in their life, it kind of, you know, goes all over the place. But
they breed Drea. Yeah,
listen, man. Yeah. So, you know, listen, man, this young man carries himself like no other. Very likable, a great leader. People like him. The teammates like him. You know, they know how to joke and laugh at themselves. You see what went viral already. Yo, you see what they said. Yo, I butt down. You know, I was with the fellas. I butt down Tids. Yo, it's over. People are really taking that serious. So it's like, listen, man, this young man, like I said, this is the first time since Patrick Ewing him. This is no knock on Carmelo. I have nothing personal against Carmelo. But when
thank you for saying that, OG.
Yeah, when we gave up so much, I knew we wasn't going to compete for a title. This young man, since probably 20 plus years, gave the Knicks fans real hope to where we will be relevant while he is here, because he's going to give his all. What he did last year was special, and if he decides to take the pay cut so that we could continue to grow this roster and be relevant and win a championship, listen, man, I got to agree with Fabian. He may go down as probably one of the greatest New York players of all time. Of all time. And I'm going to say it, and I've been saying it, Flea. When the Knicks win a championship, this will be the most important championship of all time. This will trump all the Lakers, Boston chips. This will trump the New England Patriot chip. This will trump Dallas. This will trump everything. That title and whoever is on that team will go down in history.
No question.
I think what you're speaking to is becoming a mythological figure. Like, he's going to be someone you read about. Like, that's what, you know, we go back and forth. He can't convince me that I think Kobe's the greatest. Like, no, you won't ever think, because part of his myth to me is I wasn't supposed to be the greatest, and now you're going to argue with me about. I got you arguing with me about it. I'm David. I'm not Goliath. You're Goliath, Michael Jordan. I'm not supposed to be in your realm. But guess what? I willed my way up there. Kobe is a myth now. He is the god of will. I watch a Kobe interview just to get hyped, because he did things the right way. It seemed like it just the talk willing your way and working your way there. So Brunson, if they win a championship, it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna have to talk about it when it comes to sports. That sports story, they still talk about the '70s Knicks, and they always bring up Walt Clyde Frazier. I see somebody mention that earlier. He just leapfrogs Walt Clyde Frazier in terms of status, in terms of the figure in New York lore. He's gonna leapfrog everybody with ease with a championship. And for me, if you take a minimum contract, to be honest, all he has to do is that, and he will be my favorite Knick of all time automatically, because that's a sacrifice that, come on, all we ever hear about is they're making $50 million a year. All we ever hear about is how much more money they're making. And in the face of all that, he's saying, yo, don't worry about it. I got this, fellas. That's what, again, the greats do. The legendary dudes do. It ain't about the money. And you talk about, and it's easy for us to say that. I don't know if I would do that. We got to keep it 1,000. I don't know if I would do that if I was Jalen Brunson. Anybody in the comments, you don't know if you would do that. That's what makes this thing hard.
I mean, let's the elephant in the room is that he's been in NBA locker rooms since he was a child. Like OG brought up, he's had his father in his life his entire life. But hey, guess what, guys? His father was an NBA player, right? For a while. He kept the job for a little while. So Rick Brunson made a couple $1 million, right? Rick Brunson was able to raise his family in a way that other guys couldn't afford to raise their families the way that they did. Jalen Brunson didn't grow up in the trenches, right? And so I'm only saying that to say, when he's sitting at the table negotiating millions of dollars now, making $50 million, $60 million like some of these other guys might not be the priority. And I think that's okay. I don't think anything is wrong with him prioritizing winning over money, especially if he grew up with money. Like, I want to win. Fuck the money. I want to win. So I think that that's commendable.
I just think he's wired different. Some people in life is just wired different. Some people are just not moved by money, but they're gonna make the money. Remember, Brunson, however we look at it, whether he take the extension and take the pay cut or he takes the max, he's gonna make the money. He's gonna make $200 to $300 million anyway in the next 5-6 years. I just think he's wired different. I think him being around his father understanding the magnitude of winning in New York. That's why they got him over here. I'm pretty sure his father's been having talks with him. Listen, son, if we win in New York, you will go down as the greatest Knick of all time. And I think for some people, that means the world. That's why I say I don't understand how, if I'm an agent, I don't understand how I don't talk to none of my clients and go, if we win in New York, do you know what that will do for us? Go ahead, Fabian. I know you want to read the super chat. You know, that's always important.
No, remember, you could read it too.
well, you're better at that. Big shout out to Isaiah Jackson, man. Giving up that $4.99 super chat, man. Listen, gotta read your comment. I don't think we should be expecting it. Name one player that took a $113 million pay cut. Let's be realistic. Hey, Isaiah, great point. Great point. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know who would do that. But remember, you're not really taking the pay cut if you're going to make up for it in the next year or two. You can't tell me those guys don't be behind the scenes talking. Hey, listen, do this now so we can pop, take care of this. And then, of course, now with that option, you're going to get that right back. So, great point. I don't know if I'm going to take that pay cut. But once again, for some of these guys, and I think it's about Brunson, he wants to win. And I'm pretty sure he's had talks with his father. And I'm pretty sure the magnitude, they understand the moment. New York City. Son, the money gonna be there.
Zeke Jackson came in here talking nonsense again. I thought I got him out of here this morning. What up, Zeke? Good to have you back, dog.
I got my conspiracy hat on, but we got to go back to the Pat Riley deal and why he left New York. How Mickey Garrison stole him from us, and why that happened. He offered him a piece of the organization. I fully expect that to happen for Leon Rose and Brunson and that family. Like in CAA Mafia, you should understand the rules of the mob. There is no mob. You never use that word. It's la cosa rosa. You never use those words. You only see the word mafia one time. You only hear it one time in The Godfather. There's a reason for that. People got clapped over that. There was blood spilled over that movie because you don't use that word, right? It's la cosa rosa. Leon Rose is running this thing. I don't want to get anybody twisted like we're just in love with Brunson. Don't get it twisted, y'all. We know what's going on. Leon Rose has been in the game, the business side of this thing for over 2 decades. Allen Iverson was a client. LeBron James was a client. Carmelo Anthony was a client. He's been in this mix. He sees the big picture. I'm sitting down with James Dolan. The New York Knicks can be the best at times. They have flirted with being the most valuable franchise in basketball, and they haven't won a damn thing. So imagine when we do win a damn thing, and we have something to sell like Jalen Brunson, a mythological figure with him, and they win a championship. That's why if he takes the pay cut, it's like, this turns into something else. Because remember, once again, the players are allowed to own 5% of the team, if I'm not mistaken. There are different things that can be handled behind the scenes. We know that they're going to make the money up some way, somehow. Maybe not $100 million, but there will have to be promises made. I will have to believe. That's my conspiracy, AllBall.
Fabian, I'm going
to just... Dolan and Leon Rose got something going on with Leon Rose. If this goes through, he's going to own a piece of them Knicks.
Look at me. I'm going to give you, my answer's going to be 5 seconds. The Lakers, Boston Celtics, New York Knicks. no player will ever own no percentage of any of those teams. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally disagree. That will never happen. Ever.
Well, why do you think that?
Because they don't have to. Those franchises is some of the most prolific, historic franchises of all time. They ain't got to do that. It's a privilege to play for those franchises. Sometimes in life, they doing you a favor. I know it sounds a little crazy, but nah, that ain't happening over there. The Knicks, the Lakers, the Boston Celtics will never have a problem getting stars to play for them. They will never have a problem with the fan base supporting them and making money. I'm sorry. That will never happen. As much as I would love for it to happen, I totally disagree with you. Now, if we talking, certain other teams where it's like, guys are not going over there. Prime example, Dame Lillard in Portland. That could have happened. You put their feet to the fire. Hey, I ain't gonna get nobody over here. Ain't nobody gonna come over here. Listen, I stay my whole duration of my career here. But as far as those franchises, come on, man. Look, the Yankees, the Cowboys, certain franchises, as much as we would love for that to happen, that ain't gonna never happen. And I think the Knicks, the Celtics, and the Lakers, as far as NBA, those three franchises, along with Dallas and some other big franchises, the Yankees, nah, that ain't gonna never happen. Sorry.
Well, Sherwin agree with you. Grant, Dilworth, Dolan family owns the team. There are about 10 of them. Okay, yeah, I agree with all that, but they're also a public company. There are different ways to purchase shares and give them shares and own equity in the company. And they're not the only thing they own. They got MSG Network. There's a bunch of equity that they can give up. There's many different ways to slice this. Trust you me, this ain't just about, here's 10% of the Knicks. No. James, if Leon Rose is sitting there and going, hey, remember when Pat Riley left 30 years ago? Look what we built. That will be a serious conversation. I believe that's what this is headed towards. If you win and you get a guy like Jalen Brunson to buy in, the kid that you raised basically, and then there's no better story than that. They raised this kid to go revitalize the New York Knicks, and now he's a part of your brand. He doesn't want that ugly mess in the newspapers. Trust you me, he wants to make Leon Rose happy if this happens.
Wait, hold on. A little too much dip on your chip, Fabian. Hold on. A little too much dip on your chip.
He going crazy.
Yeah, little too much dip. You might want to. The chip is about to break. Matter of fact, you can't even eat the motherfucker. But hold on, like how? I understand the parallel, but you got to understand what Riley did in Miami to get what he got from Mickey and the rest. Like he didn't walk. Hold on. He didn't walk in and grab ownership like a piece of the pie as he walked in and sent us that fax saying I'm gone. That's not what happened. He was hired to be the coach and have some say so in personnel moves. That's number one. He coaches for years, then steps away, comes back, coaches to a championship, then earns the cachet to be able to say, hey, all right, you got a bargaining chip now. But what we talking about? We talking about Leon Rose getting a piece of the Knicks? That's not happening.
I gotta stop you right there. That is untrue.
What's untrue? Tell me.
Mickey Arison he got rich through what do you call them, the sailboats and all that, the cruises. Mm-hmm. That's how he got his money. They've been sitting down behind the scenes. He met him in New York. They offered him 10% stake of the Miami Heat to go join them
in 1996. In '96, they offered him. I gotta read that. It's in Blood in the Garden by the wall. So it's in the book.
Yeah, that book is amazing.
I don't remember reading that.
Well, guess what? Pat Riley received a major ownership stake in the Miami Heat when he bolted from New York in 1995. In Chris Herring's book, Blood in the Garden, he detailed that Riley received 10% stake upon signing and another 10% paid out over time. So, yeah.
True.
Dipping my chip a little saucy.
I love learning some new shit. So
that's what I'm saying.
But my exact point is that.
Hey, hold on, and Pat Riley asked for 5% from the Knicks. That's why they were like, hold on, you ain't getting this. They didn't know he had another thing waiting in the wings for him.
But I guess that kind of goes to my point. Rose ain't gonna get he ain't gonna get, he don't have that cachet that Riley got. We talking about coming from being a part of 5 championships at LA. I'm talking about the cachet that you build. He's coming from an agent perspective, having a lot of superstar agents, all of that, blah. You know what I'm saying? He comes from that perspective. Riley was coming from a perspective of player, championship level coach. Like he built up a decent resume to be able to get trusted with 10% of the team. And that team was only been around for 8 years or so. They were still with under 10 years of being around. So
right. But that's my point. That Jalen Brunson has us forgetting about the old Knicks already, the last 25 years. Now you're rebranding the whole organization. It wasn't about, I think you called the part of the conversation where it's not today. Leon Rose has that cachet. Job not finished.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
1,000%. Job not finished. I'm talking about when Brunson signs a 3-year deal, he's at the end of that 3-year deal, and then we win a championship, and now the job is completed. Leon, trust you me, I believe Leon Rose and La Cosa Rosa are trying to get a piece of the Knicks, some sort of piece of MSG Network. They're not just playing for the short term. They're telling Jalen Brunson, yo, take that $150, bro. Do us that favor. This guy's from New Jersey, bro. Let's keep it a buck, man. Worldwide West is from Camden. They from us. We speak the same language.
They us.
Yeah, I know what this means. When you sit down and you go, yo, James, check this out, man. You wasn't shit without us, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. The Knicks were in the toilet. You're making bread, but okay, old boy. They were right now.
Don't get it misconstrued. I'm just telling you.
He was getting paper, but he was going to games and people were saying, sell the team. Yeah, they was going crazy on him.
If James Dolan walks into the restaurant right now, you might go order a drink for him. That was never the case in our lifetime. You got one guy that helped revitalize all that. Leon Rose is the face of all this. He's going to get all the credit in the world. Brock Adams behind the scenes. Worldwide West is behind the scenes. He built the team. He constructed a team that Pat Riley did with Miami, basically. You found your new Pat Riley. We've been asking for this. In basketball, he's a specialist in your field.
Well, great point. But he hasn't found a Pat Riley yet until we win some championships. So we got, that's what I'm saying. We got to, now, if you win 2-3 championships, which Pat Riley bought to Miami, how many? 3? But they got, 5 appearances?
That's why I got to counter you. Because if we're saying this is the greatest sports championship, all of sports, if we're saying that right now before we even win it, all of a sudden you sitting down there and you go, yo, you see what's going on there? And I'm sitting down, I don't, 2 or 3 championships, I got the one that everybody's going to be talking about for a very long time. That's a different kind of negotiation chip, in my opinion.
Right, but when you say we got the next Pat Riley, once again, Pat in Miami brought 3 championships, and now LeBron and them went 4 times. He went 1 time with D Wade, and I think they went once or twice with Jimmy Butler and them. So he has at least 5, 6 finals appearances. So you got to remember, we got to slow down. Of course, La Cosa Rosa of them is doing a wonderful job. But let's get to the promised land first before we even attempt to think like that.
Well, that's what I was telling Fleet. Like, I ain't saying right now. He ain't got the cachet to do that right now.
That's really my point.
That's pulling the trigger too quick. That's how you shoot yourself in the foot.
But one championship is still not going to do it. You got to remember. But what I'm saying, go ahead, Fleet. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I just want to hear your full point.
One championship, yes, is going to be the most important championship of all time, in my opinion. But that has nothing to do with trying to get a piece of the pie, bro. We gotta do this for a couple years. We gotta be relevant for a couple years. No, you can't come. Remember this. You telling me you take a girl out on a date? You got the one good date. Now you gonna marry it? No. Let's see how many great dates we're gonna have.
But Shorty been going on dates for 50 years. Now she's on screen screaming for somebody to marry her, right? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we've been trying to figure this thing out for a minute, OG. You know what I'm saying? And now, now she's not the baddest anymore. But we trying to dress her up a little bit better. We go get Brunson. Now we got the titty job. You know what I'm saying? We got Randall. Now we got the BBL. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to change her look, how she approaches. So it's, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I'm laughing because when you read the comments, Isaiah Jackson, big shout out to him, but somebody just said the pause joint. Yo, I'm looking.
I took a payout on my job. I'm still feeling it.
Yo,
exactly. But
no, real quick. And Isaiah Jackson, he gave a super chat. Got to show him love.
Yeah, got to show him love.
That's my guy right there. New York is so starved, it just might be enough. So, Fabian, you got people on your side. That one championship,
it's future tripping. But I'm just think about how I'm going off what you're saying. For you to say that, imagine if that's how the rest of the New York, the Wild Bronx Zoo fan base. If we win a championship, they don't. We feel so crazy that we think it's a conspiracy against us. They don't want us to win because they know we're gonna wild out.
I've been saying
they're scared of I'm telling you, the police, they're scared of a riot, bro. This is gonna be insane. People, you see how what's the Instagram crowd, the NYC joint?
Yeah.
They're posting about the end of the world when the Knicks win a championship.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like when we win. This is going to be like the dark.
Yo, they going crazy in the comments. I'm sorry.
Right, I know. I see it. Listen, when we win, this is going to be like the Dark Knight in the Dark Knight Rises. It's going to be people who's going to steal cop cars. People who's going to be on top of cop cars surfing.
The Purge.
It's going to be out of control.
So that's what Leon Rose. But he's the architect of all that. They're gonna look at him. He's gonna start to remember. The book's gonna come out. He's gonna compare himself to Einstein and Steve Jobs. I already know how this thing goes. I ain't mad at you, Leon Rose. That's what I said. Go La Cosa Rosa. I see where it's wound up at. Come on, man, stop playing. So yes, it seems far-fetched, but once we walk through a little bit, you go, wait a minute. If I'm Leon Rose, why wouldn't I ask for something? All right, I'll start with equity, but you got to give me something more to help me stay because nobody was able to do this. You had the incredible Phil Jackson here. Guess what he did? Nothing. Come on, man. Like even he usurps Phil Jackson. That's what he's on the verge of doing. That's an ill bang. Now Pat Riley, you next. You next. I already see where the mind is going. I see how this publicity game works. I'm so excited about the fact that we get to root for it. Period. No matter how anybody else feels. And I know y'all think we blinded, but that's why we have these conversations here on Knicks we have, because y'all be the ones be blinded. We trying to bring you to the light. We over here, we your friends. We got the drinks for you. We got BBLs for you. It's on Flea. It's on deck because of Flea, not me. I ain't paying no BBLs.
You Dominican, you gonna take us to the promised land. You know where it's at.
I got the neck in Santiago.
You know where to take us to get it for the shorts, baby.
Yeah.
Don't you throw your hands up because you know where to go to.
I don't want nothing with I want nothing to do with the BBL drizzies, man. BBL drizzy. BBL drizzy. I ain't listening.
He said you too, you Dominican, looking like you too.
I know, you know.
You know.
He know.
I know a little bit. He's a cat, though. Can't do nothing but in my mind.
They don't like comentario y suscribe.
Que si que? Yo, he said que si que?
Oh,
that is mad Dominican. Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
Let me know if I'm too loud.
You perfect, bro. Perfect. You good, man. You good.
So
you good.
But speaking of wilding out, hey, sorry for y'all. That's Knicks Rehab. Y'all want to throw it in the comments, say whatever y'all want. But we gotta, we transition because we got different topics we gotta get to because we gotta promote our other YouTube channels and we post about the hot topics. So this hot topic, I try not to give into them. Like I know we have to talk about them. But I was disgusted. Disgusted. So Jalen Brown apparently, well, let's start off here. Kawhi Leonard leaves Team USA. He withdraws from Team USA. I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, Clippers, you better go trade him now. While his I guess, or wait in the winds to trade him or whatever because the stock is low. Then all of a sudden the conversation comes up of who should replace Kawhi Leonard. And when the names were thrown out there, they say Jalen Brown. I say, hell yeah, Jalen Brown. He's Finals MVP. But they said Derek White. They called upon Derek Don't do that.
Yo, you ain't supposed to laugh on that one, OG. You gotta let him finish. That was crazy.
You heard my tone. That was my fault. It was my fault. I didn't keep a professional tone.
Derek White out of all players. Like, how do you disrespect somebody like that? Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
They put Derek White in there, and then we see Jalen Brown starts tweeting about it. And he says, at Nike, this what we doing? With the emoji.
Well, remember, real quick, just before he put that on Twitter, remember, it came out that the rumor was maybe Nike has something to do with him not being selected for the Team USA.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, because that ties into this guy. And who we brought up, the disgusting, he needs his Queen's flag removed. You should not be able to even go through the Tri-Borough Bridge, nothing. You better sneak your way into everything now, bro.
That's a fact. If I ever see him on Hollis Avenue, if I ever see him by the Deuce, Jamaica Avenue, Coliseum Block, Linden Boulevard, Franny Lou, if I catch you anywhere on the north, I hate that. Keep going, man.
You deserve to get smacked in the back of your fading hairline and get a wedgie. Stephen A. Smith tweets out after Jalen Brown tweets out at Nike, this is what we doing, with the eyeglass emoji or the how you say that, monocle emoji. Stephen A. Smith responds to Jalen Brown. Do y'all believe me now? Yo, I don't know what that is. Do I need? Oh, that's the Jalen Brown. Do y'all believe me now? Yo, Jalen Brown. Do I need to reveal my sources now? Is it not obvious now? How in the hell is a $300 million man, now a champion and an NBA Finals MVP, who's clearly a top 2 player on the Celtics and the top 15 player in the world, not chosen for Team USA because his teammate not named Tatum is selected before him? Come on, y'all. And Jalen Brown responds with, I think he misspelled this, but Jalen Brown responds with, I'm not afraid of you or your resources. Actually, he didn't misspell that. That is hilarious. I'm not afraid of you or your resources. And apparently now this set off a wave of, yo, how much power does Nike have over this Olympic team? Because Jalen Brown a couple years back, apparently, in response to the Kyrie Irving situation with Nike back then, he was going through something in the news, high profile. Nike found the Phil Knight says Kyrie Irving stepped over the line when the Nets player shared an anti-Semitic film on Twitter. So Nike wasn't holding down Kyrie Irving, and Jalen Brown responded by saying, since when did Nike care about ethics? And people are saying that is what Nike was holding on to, that as a grudge, and they held it against Jalen Brown. But what do you guys feel about Stephen A. Smith double down and triple down on his statement of, you're not marketable? That's what I've been hearing. And, you know, wait a minute. From the Raptors.
I heard something. I heard, doop. I said, oh, Sting is in the
That's
building.
the sound. That's the sound of the LA Sting himself. D-Man.
Yo.
Dime dropper. We are talking about Jalen Brown being rejected or not being chosen for the Olympic team, and Stephen A. Smith going crazy and his acting like a nutcase. I don't know if you have any time, Don, but AllBall's gonna get into it. What is your response to Stephen A. Smith being the prick that we know that he is?
Stephen A. Smith, what did he say? I haven't heard anything about Stephen A. Smith.
Oh wow.
Dom,
Okay, so
where you been at, Dom?
You know I don't listen to that guy. I listen to AllBall.
Right. Oh man,
love that.
And we listen to the Dom drop. I love it. But Dom, you're a big Twitter guy. It's been all on Twitter today.
I've actually been trying to, I've been a good guy today with not being on Twitter as much. I've actually been a productive human being for once and not being always on Twitter. So rare occasion.
Good for you. So long story short, you mic check, AllBall. He got to come back in. So long story short, Jalen Brown was Kawhi Leonard was withdrew from the Olympics. They looked for the replacement. They replaced him with Derek White instead of the obvious choice for all of us basketball guys, Jalen Brown. Stephen A. Smith responds by saying, "Oh, do you believe me now about my sources? Do you believe me now that I told you weren't marketable and you try to tell me whatever?" And Jalen Brown responded by saying, "I don't care. I'm not scared of you or your resources." So Stephen A. Smith took it upon himself to market himself by saying, "I told you I was right. Nobody likes you. We can hear you, AllBall." Go ahead. What was your response to that, AllBall, real quick?
Well, so for me, I'm gonna try to be as short as possible because I want to hear all y'all opinions on this. So let's not forget where it started. So Jalen Brown does have smoke with Nike. When he wears the sneakers or his Nikes, he takes off the swoosh. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget Team USA is sponsored by Nike. It's no coincidence out of the 12 players, 9 of them is Nike guys, right? So let's not forget that. Here's where how much of a sucker Stephen A. Smith is. When he said whatever he said about Jalen Brown, and Jalen Brown said, "What's your source?" You see how things happen? It's just a coincidence that this Nike thing happened. So now Stephen A. could play like he knew all along. You get what I'm saying? Listen, man, I've never seen a sucker no more than Stephen A. Smith, man. Who kicks a man when they down? Especially your brother. Oh, now you believe what I'm saying? No, we still don't believe you. So is Nike your source? Name who you drop names in the other time. Who told you that this man isn't marketable? Who told you this? So for me, the smack in the face is you pick my teammate that I'm 30 times better than. You want me to be honest? I was taking Jalen Brown over Kawhi and Devin Booker. The man won the conference finals MVP. He won the NBA finals MVP. He won a championship. And this year, he shut everybody up, including me. Everybody that laughed at the no left hand, everybody that laughed to where now it's a real conversation. Who's better, him or Jason Tatum? We understand Jason Tatum is a better talent, but that's a legit argument if a man wins finals MVP and wins a championship. How do you take Derek White over him? If Nike is that cold-blooded, and everybody know I'm a Nike guy. Listen, man, you don't get no more cold-blooded than that. But Stephen A. Smith, Flea said best. I'm tired of talking about him, man. Like, he's on a sucker tour. Every day he does something that's just like, yo, bro, what are you now? I don't even know what he is. I don't know if he's an analyst. I don't know if he's an entertainer. I don't know what he is. If he's a conspiracy theorist, if he's a Black Panther, I don't know what he is no more. But I tell you one thing. Anybody that wears a white jean suit and tucks in their T-shirt, I do not trust. The floor is yours. Stephen A. Smith, go to capital H-E-double-L. Y'all know how I feel about him.
With gasoline draws on.
Can't stand it. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling that Lino Brown is in the building because I see a different look. I see a different look upon your face, Mr. Flea. Big Flea, never the little one.
He wears turtlenecks and crop top jean jackets. Like his jean jackets stop above his belly button. Like you can't trust niggas like that, right? He wears brunch boots with crop top jean jackets. You can't trust cats like that, right? You can't trust cats like that. Let's get the jokes off first. Now let's get serious. I really agree with AllBall in terms of like, what is the dude now? What is he? If I was clear on the role you played in this NBA media space, hemisphere, whatever, if I was clear on what your role was, I might look at you a little different, but your role is unclear. But what is very, very clear is that you find every opportunity to straddle the fence. I'm going somewhere different now, y'all. Just give me 2 minutes. He straddles the fence. This is a guy that attended an HBCU. This is a guy that continuously always opens his mouth about how much he does for the African American, the Black community. This is a guy that talks like that, right? Every chance he gets, he's telling us about what he's doing to reach back and help. So he says. But when we see him and when the opportunity is presented for you and your big ass voice, because you got a big voice, whether we like it or not, he has a big voice. When your voice is given the opportunity to say something that is going to land on the people, and I'm not talking about Black, I'm just talking about everybody that loves the game of basketball. You have an opportunity for things to land on people, and you don't do it. What I'm saying, Jaylen Brown, whether you think he's marketable.
Phone call.
Stephen A. got his goons in.
Right. Stephen A. put the drop on him from Queens. He said, "Oh yeah, you think I don't got my Queens connections?"
Trying to zap you out.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna jump out. Like,
all right.
I told people stop fucking calling me while I'm handling business.
How long you guys gonna be on, Fabian? Because I'm gonna get some food in a bit. I'm starving, Marvin.
Get the hell out. Yo, get prepared when you come on here. What's wrong with you?
I was just
Go
trying
get,
to
go get a meal and eat it on camera.
Whoa, I don't do that. But
well,
go
ahead,
yeah, why not? Keep it real.
Hold on, down before you go. Because I'm gonna have to run probably like 15 minutes as well. But before you go, did we get your thoughts on how do you feel about the Kawhi Leonard news with him leaving Team USA to what's your thoughts on that?
I prefer it. I just don't trust the there's a flare up and it's just a little concerning, but go rest, go chill, no full speed, no traveling, none of that. Just come back home, get ready for the season. Don't want you hurting your trade value, brother.
He said to hurt your trade value. Go ahead, Dom, I like that. I like that shot. I love it.
Go ahead, please.
Nah, I was just saying I lost my little thunder, but all I was saying is that he had an opportunity to like clear up some things that people may be second guessing, right? Like they think that Jalen Brown. Some people think that Jaylen Brown is unmarketable. Some people think that he is what is this now? Too conscious. They may think that he's pompous because he's intelligent and wears his intelligence on his sleeve, right? People don't like that. That's intimidating. So the fact that it's intimidating almost makes me think that it intimidates Stephen A. Smith to a certain degree. Like,
hey, hold on, Flea. I know Stephen A. got intimidated today. Did you see that thing he had on his side at the ESPYs?
I did not.
The young lady put
Jalen Brown.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just got cut from the Chicago Sky.
Okay. Yeah.
He got her?
Yeah.
Did you see him and her?
Dom knows her name. What's her name, Dom?
Kirs Roderick. Kirsa. She was
Kyrie Gondrzik, the Jalen Brown.
Yeah, Kyrie. There we go. I
told you Dom know her name. I told you Dom.
Yeah, that's Kevin Porter Jr.'s old. That's Kevin Porter Jr.'s old work.
So who?
Kevin Porter Jr.
Okay, so Flea. Yeah, they threatened by that. Bet that.
It's just. My only point is that
I gotta ask y'all a question.
When there's opportunity to help, like when he's leaning back and you can see that his back is to the ropes and you might be behind the ropes, you could give him a little push up. I'm right behind you. I got you. Stephen A. has the ability to do that and he just doesn't do it. I don't like that. That's all.
Fellas, I gotta ask y'all this. Why not the players stand up?
For Jaylen Brown?
For any player that they think deserves to be on Team USA. I'm just asking if these guys got all the power and they for this and for that and for the right. You telling me Curry, LeBron, KD, them guys can't go, oh, no disrespect to Derek White. There's no way in the world Jaylen Brown ain't on here.
I'm so shocked that you skipped over his name, the biggest name, the most powerful guy at Nike right now as far as athletes go. LeBron James.
No, I said LeBron.
Said something. Okay.
Right. No.
Why does it matter?
I'm saying LeBron, KD, Curry. I'm saying everybody.
Curry, it doesn't matter to Curry. He ain't with Nike.
No. Right. But what I'm saying is, I'm not forgetting Nike. I'm just saying Nike runs the thing. I'm saying as a basketball community,
Finals MVP,
regardless of whatever y'all feel, we as players are going, hold up. If we are representing the country, we need the best of the best. No knock to Derek White. But we ain't gonna have y'all do this. Y'all not gonna just give us anybody. I'm saying one of these players, it's all about player empowerment. The players got all the power. Do y'all feel some way that none of the players got his back?
What do you think about that, Dom?
I think only Tatum you should question if he should say something. The other ones don't. Why do they care? Derek White's not going to be the big, like the last person on the roster is not going to make the difference whether we should win the gold medal or not. We should win, period. This team. I don't think it's their place to speak out on that. But Jason Tatum is his teammate. Drew Holiday, the same thing. I think maybe they should have said something. But here's the thing, though. There are other teammates getting selected, so that puts him in a weird spot, right? Can't really do it.
No, because I think that's where you show your you guys they have a microphone in front of them all the time. LeBron is always out here speaking about every other righteous event. No, you don't want to go at Nike. Let's keep it a buck. This is big business. You don't want to sit there and go look at Nike in the face and be like, yo, not for nothing, but Jalen's supposed to be here. Because we're supposed to brand the new dream team. That's what they were talking about for the last summer. We're going to redeem last year's loss. Okay, why would you do that without Jalen Brown? And why wasn't he even on this team to begin with? Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. The team was selected before the playoffs, and he clearly upped his stock in the playoffs. But
good point. Great point.
If we're supposed to have the best, we're supposed to put the best product on the floor. Like Stephen A. said, champion, the second best player on this team, finals MVP, conference finals MVP. Please explain.
Well, I'll explain. No one's gonna complain when they're that they're playing with Derek White. Put it that way.
No, I can't buy that.
Every star wants to play with somebody like that, though.
I understand that, but Jalen Brown has been playing alongside Jason Tatum. He is the prototypical. He's in the Kobe spot. He's been there for a long time. I'm playing with the big dog.
Oh,
I'm playing with the big dog. I'm playing with the big dog. I'm the co-star. They keep calling me Robin. They were doing that with Jalen Brown, and he went and usurped all of that. I'm the finals MVP, the conference MVP, all of that. The NBA failed at this. You're supposed to promote your brand. This is what it means for a meritocracy. This is what it means to when you earn your spot. Jalen Brown has earned all of our respect.
I agree with that.
Every single last one of us, including those guys in the Olympics. So yeah, you had an opportunity to get him before, and maybe we were all on the fence about it, and it would have looked kind of funny if he made the team. But now, when you have a chance to put him on the team, update that computer. Jalen Brown is now an Olympic style performer for us. He's one of the best 15 players in the game. He's right. And real quick about Stephen A. Smith, I'll pass it back to you, Flea. Yes, clearly you're right about something, Stephen A. You heard something that was factual, apparently. Okay, cool. But what do you have to say about that? Why do you take this time, to your point, Flea, why do you take this time to pull the rug out under from Jalen Brown? Why don't you say, see, that's all I was trying to say, brother? And DM him and be like, these are my resources or whatever it is. How have you helped Jalen Brown? You cause more gasoline to the fire because you keep looking for hits and clicks. And it's disgusting, bro. You don't look, and I love what you said, because the first thing I thought about when AllBall went into his field about Stephen A. Smith was Drake. Who are you? I don't know this man. One minute you this, one minute you that, one minute you think you the Godfather. He's a definition of just a lost cause. He doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. He just repeats these little blurbs and messages, and what is he full of? He doesn't really have quality material. What is he talking about?
I would love to hear what his response was to whatever source said, oh, this young man's not marketable. Well, how did you respond to that? Like, you reported it to us, but what did you say to whoever that may have been that said you can't market this dude? Because how you come off is you didn't agree with the source. Well, if you don't agree, what is your stance on it? And I'm only saying that because the brother has a big voice in this space, whether we like him or not. I don't, how I feel about him, but his voice is huge. People listen. They're tying Kawhi Leonard not being on the USA team to Stephen A. Smith now. They're making him like some type of guru, Miss Cleo dumb shit. Like, get out of here. Like, that anybody could have saw that. So let's calm down. Are you a journalist? Are you a reporter still? Are you a TV personality? Your name is Brick on General Hospital. You work on you act for a living too. Like, there's a lot of stuff. I'm not knocking him in terms of trying to expand his brand, but don't lean into the journalist aspect of it when you're trying to keep the anonymity of where you getting information from. If you a reporter, be a fucking reporter, a journalist. Be that.
Right.
Stop blurring the lines.
All I'm gonna say, Flea, if I'm on that USA team, and once Kawhi left, and it didn't have to be Jalen Brown, but once I would have heard we got Derek White, Nah, bro. We come on, man. Come on, man. He
No.
is not. I'm not accepting that. I'm
No,
being
that's
honest.
crazy. Everybody wants to play with Drew Holiday and Derek White. People want to play with these kind of guys. They do all the dirty work.
No disrespect. Who wants to play with Derek White?
A lot of people. Teams
What's
would
the
kill.
drop?
Some stars would kill to have a player like Derek White.
Not on Team USA.
But
But
what is the
you
drop?
want a bunch of ball dominators? Is that what you want?
No, I want the best players in the world to compete for the gold.
They are.
Derek White is not one of those.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
not. He's one guy. But it's.
So is Derek White a better two-way? Is Derek White a better two-way player than Jalen Brown?
He's not a better basketball player than Jalen Brown. But they're
All right,
clearly going for a guy that's easy to plug in. But not saying Jalen Brown will be super hard to plug in, but I'm just saying that Derek White is not going to demand the ball. He's going to play defense and shoot open threes.
Oh man, this is a brother that publicly supported Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was not in support of Nike. Like I understand one side of it, the basketball side of it, but the other side of it too is, call a spade a spade. Call it what it is. They're afraid to have him on that platform now. This brother has won Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP, has won a championship, has knocked all the smut off his name. He could easily now the media will be talking to him again, right? Just think about how everything works, because now you put him on the team, and guess what? He'll be spoken to after every game, after every exhibition. The microphone would have been in front of him after last night's game, and they might be afraid of the things that are going to come out of his mouth. And it's not slander, it's not goofy shit, it's stuff that makes you think, right? If you're a Nike representative, you're a Nike athlete, right? Some of the best money you've ever seen in your life. What did LeBron get? 90 million as an 18-year-old? Or what was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's relationships already tied in. And some guys are just strong enough to speak how they feel and, throw the middle finger up at the relationships. If the relationships are strong enough, if the relationships are genuine enough, then no matter what I have to say and me being real, that's not going to fracture the relationship. I'm being real. I'm being me. I'm being authentic. That's why y'all tied y'all brand to me, because I'm authentic and real. But now that I'm doing that, y'all don't like that. I take issue with that. This dude is being who he is. He was like this in Cal. He was like this coming out of Marietta, Georgia. Like he's been like this since a kid. Extremely intelligent, extremely smart. But folks don't like that all the time. So I think it's a little bigger than just basketball. There's no drop off. There's no drop off if you put him over Derek White, because Derek White is not going to look for 10 to 15 FGAs a night. So you want to play with him? It's the Olympics. Like,
and real quick, that's part of the reason why you did pick Derek White, a Celtic. They won the championship, but also what is going to be? That's the argument with Dom when Dom says, "Who doesn't want to play with Derek White?" Yeah, you're right. Everybody wants to play with Derek White. All right, cool, but that ain't really the point.
Y'all get out of here. Team USA, man, listen, them guys in them locker rooms, ain't nobody talking about they want to play with Derek White on Team USA. I understand if y'all saying on the Celtics, on the Lakers, on the Knicks, I get that. But I'm saying in Team USA in that locker room, when them guys have discussions who they want to play with, nobody ever said Derek White.
I get that, but then that's kind of like downplaying who Derek White is, to be honest with you, because what he's done, it has been amazing. He is a super two-way player. Of course, he's not going to be on Jaylen Brown's level. But all I'm saying is that I don't want to make it about Jaylen Brown versus Derek White. That's my point. That's the point that somehow is going to get taken away from that point.
All right, so forget that. I'm asking you, do you think Derek White, let's say Jalen Brown is not even in the NBA. We don't even know who Jalen Brown is. The way Derek White played this season and won a championship with the Celtics, he deserves a spot on Team USA?
Not over Jalen Brown.
That's a great question. It's a great question.
He's not a top 15 player, but he's damn near approaching Drew Holiday's underratedness. Not saying he's as great as Drew Holiday defensively, but the way somehow Drew Holiday is still overlooked by a lot of people. Derek White defensively does a lot of sneaky good rim protecting, a lot of sneaky good one-on-one defending. He's
amazing.
Just I don't know if you could name 10 players in the league who does what Derek White does. If we keep it official.
I agree with
defensively.
Look at the roster, Fabian. Everybody is a multiple-time All-Star but Derek White. Not that matters, but just
So that does matter. That does matter.
But look at the structure of the team. Everybody at least has one All-Star game selection under their belt, being recognized as one of the top 24 players in the league. Derek White doesn't have that. And to be honest, Derek White may never have that. That's not a knock on who he is as a basketball player. I'm just talking about stacking him up against the best of the best. And you just name anybody you want off this team right now. They got multiple All-Star appearances aside from Halliburton. He has one. So now we go right. So now we're gonna put Derek White on the team over Jalen Brown.
Now, Flea, Dom, I totally agree with Dom. I would love a Derek White on my team. I would love to play with a player like Derek White. I'm saying for Team USA,
he's not an Avenger.
I thought you have to have a certain type of cachet.
Hey,
and I'm just good. I'm sorry. Good, Dom.
What do you think? What do you think about Tayshaun Prince being on the Redeem team?
The Redeem team. That was what year was that?
08. And I think that team's better than 2012, personally. Not on paper, but on the court.
Oh, they're better than 2012 team. To me, I agree with that.
I don't know how close Tayshaun Prince was to like 2-3 years prior that season.
That's a good question, Dom.
It's a
4 years after the championship.
It's a good comparison. It's a good comparison.
That's a great comparison. Wow, that's a great comparison.
Iguodala is another guy that's been put on
2012, right?
Iguodala is another guy that fits.
But he had an All-Star appearance, though, did he not?
At that he got one.
Yes,
yes, he got one.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes,
Good call,
I used Tayshaun because he didn't. Michael Redd was also on that team, but Michael Redd was a bucket. I don't want to disrespect
right,
Michael
but
Redd.
Tayshaun.
Isaiah Jackson said Derek White is Hawkeye. He's not quite Iron Man.
That's about right.
That's a good call. That's a good call, Zeke.
It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. But I think Tayshaun Prince might have had up until that point maybe couple years doing what he was doing. Like to me, this was Derek. Yeah, I love Derek White. This was his breakout year. Derek White didn't do this for 3-4 years straight.
Last year was the one where he. I mean, to be honest, when he got to the Celtics, he changed them around big time. That's when it all started.
Agreed.
But last year, though, you're right. This was the first year he had like All-Star discussion potentially. But last year, he had that game-winning shot in Game 6.
Yeah.
So he really burst onto the scene like as a premier role player last year. But that's why I just wanted to throw that out there. I mean, look, if we're comparing it to the Dream Team, then Derek White. This looks ridiculous. But they did have Christian Laettner on the Dream Team.
But remember, they had. I think at that time they had to have a college player. I think.
Right.
So that's why at that time
it should have been Shaq. It should have been Shaq.
Yeah, for sure. But Christian Laettner.
Oh, that's all you mean. Yeah.
But at that time, Christian Laettner was the best player in college basketball. To what
they said. Sports Illustrated told us that.
Right. All right. Exactly. Shaq. So but I mean, it's just a weird. It's just in a weird space because it looks like they picked Derek White over Jalen Brown. And all of y'all are correct. We don't want to make this about Jalen Brown versus Derek White. So that's why I was saying take Jalen Brown out of the sequence. Do we still take Derek White?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. But it's not personal against Derek White. I'm just saying for Team USA, it's the heavy hitters.
No, but I think that's Dom put it when you bring in Tayshaun Prince and Free Throw and Andre Iguodala. Now it's like, oh yeah, it kind of does make sense with the past. You know what I mean? So let's add. Thank you, LB So Wavy. He threw the video from Jaylen Brown recently. I think it was just now at the SB.
That's tonight.
He respond. We might get flagged for it, but I'll delete it off just in case you guys don't see it. Jaylen Brown responding to the controversy about being left off of the USA Olympics tonight at the ESPY Awards.
Kim Newton.
Jameer, why aren't you there? Do you feel away? I don't really got no comment. You know what I mean?
No, come on, home team. Come on, bro.
I got my beautiful day right there. So
he's trying to deflect, ladies and gentlemen, and she's a stepper. Now, if we want to go there, who steps more, you or her?
Oh,
what?
LB, what the hell was that? LB, so wait, what the hell was that, bro? Did you watch the video before?
Come on, you got us over here going to bat for you. Come on, man. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna be Malcolm
who stepped
away,
better? I was kind of interested. I wanted to know who stepped better. But
if you're gonna be Malcolm all the way, be Malcolm, brother. You got the all black on, you got the black shades. Come on, man. got me going through all this. You ain't even ready to step.
Yo, OG is the illest. He said, if you gonna be Malcolm, you better lean all the way into that shit.
You Detroit Red or you Malcolm X? What we doing?
Which one
You
are
like that?
You went to the window. You went to the window with a water gun.
Yo,
Yo, how I get off
You
this
ain't
live?
no El Shabazz.
How I get off this live? I'm tight now. Nah, I'm tight. Come on, man. You got the all black, the black shades. You got the beautiful. You got the beautiful lady. So now she can see you a real stepper. You pull that off? You ain't getting no reverse cowgirl.
not tonight, not tonight, man. All right, relax. All right. Yeah. And he talk about people we instigating. It's him. He want to talk about me. That he started that.
Hey Dom, I'm sorry, Dom. I didn't mean to say that.
AllBall family member James Sumler has asked you. He said I think Josh Hart is a better player than Derek White. Ooh.
Nah, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Nah. What? I don't think Josh Hart is a better basketball player than Derek White. I'm sorry. And I'm a big Josh Hart guy. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. No.
It's the 3-point shooting of White. That's what makes him.
That changes it.
It's a big difference.
Because we're just talking role players. It's not like either of them have like a bag like that. But I think Derek White might have a little more of a bag too. If we
and he's better defensively. I'm sorry. Now maybe Hart got
close,
a better motor, better rebound.
I don't think that's close.
White. Yeah,
you don't think that's close? Yeah, I think that's close.
No, it's not. Derek White is second All NBA defense, and he could have been number one. Josh Hart is not that. Hart is not that. I've seen him get his ass bust out there a lot. Get him drove by a lot.
I've seen Derek White get his ass bust.
But that's part of yeah, of course. But I've seen him more times than not be a part of this whole championship thing. He's a big reason why. And that defense is. They're both teammates, all defense, man. Come on, please. You know I'm a defensive guy. I'm
fine. I like my guy. Josh Hart is a better player. Give me Josh Hart. Derek White. Fuck out of here. He cut his hair. Now everybody like him. Not it.
No, he's what?
No hairline jokes for me.
He ain't got no wins, whether he got a hair or not. He ain't got no wins. Lord have mercy.
We love Derek White. I'm not hating on Derek White. I'm just Josh Hart's our guy. So that's all. But Derek White, hell of a player.
I get D White. What the F is Hallie here? He ain't do ish. Halliburton?
I will tell you this. That team looks a lot better with Halliburton on the floor. That second unit looks a lot better than that first. Now that's exhibition. But last night that team looked a lot better when Halliburton, Ant Edwards, Tatum, Bam, and Anthony Davis was on the floor. I love that lineup when they threw those guys out there. Love that lineup.
Bring it down, what else? Go ahead, Dom.
No, I gotta go, but appreciate you fellas. We'll be back. Hopefully tapping in next week. We gotta do a show. We started lagging on that.
Yeah,
Dom Dropper.
I'm trying to do. Let's see what we can do on Monday.
Let me know. I'm good Monday because I ain't got to work Tuesday. So anytime Monday night, I'm fine.
All right.
Catch you then, Dom.
All right, Dom. Good to see you, Dom.
You too, man. You too, guys.
Amen.
We got a couple minutes. AllBall. We break down the USA game aside from the whole, what was going on before.
I thought it was a good watch. I was watching it more because one of my right hand men, he thinks that we're gonna have a bigger problem with the field than I do. I think that the team we have right now is gonna stomp through the world. Stomp.
Not even close.
Not even close.
You think so? Canada don't have a chance?
Thumped it. Last night we was down 11-1. My man is calling me like, "Oh, we getting thumped. I said, "Yo, relax. It's the first 3 minutes of the game." Like,
hey, Fleet, Canada made a little run and they got it down to maybe like 5. Mm-hmm. And you could just tell that they were just toying with them. Mm-hmm. Then it was just like, all right, we get this up to 13 or something. And it was just like, once again, we have the greatest players in the world. Simple and plain. When we assemble the real Avengers, we have the greatest players in the world. It's not even close. For me, simple and plain. Miss me with Luka, SGA, Giannis, Joker, cool. when you put the real deal together, like Flea said, Smoke City. It's not even close. Simple and plain.
For me.
So yeah, I watched the game last night. Like I said, agree with Flea. After a while, listen, man, you on your phone, you just peeking at the screen because it's come on, man. Like even the body language of SGA and them dudes, it was like they knew they ain't have a shot.
Especially when they started to ramp it up. They started the third quarter. Steph Curry started the third quarter with 9 straight points. He hit a 3,
Exactly.
he got an and 1, and then he hit another 3. Right? And I was like, oh shit. Like Ant-Man comes into the game off the bench and scores a quick 6. Quick 3 bucket. Bing, 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 bing. Right? They get Tatum in the game, and Tatum settled for one bad step back jumper all night. Everything was to the cup. Everything was to the cup.
I forgot who had the ball, and it was just like drove into the paint, kicked out, short jump shot for Booker. You know, that's all day. And it's just like, come on, man, this is not even fair. But this is what we're supposed to be doing.
Bam, AD, Ant Edwards, and Drew Holiday on the floor at the same time.
Crazy.
My God.
Crazy.
Fabian, they were smothered. When I talk about smothering cats, like, remember Jody? Like, chokehold.
Jody?
Call
going to be a mama now.
Call for your mama. Call and licked his head. That was crazy. Y'all forget that. He licked his whole head. It was crazy.
OG.
You ain't forget that.
OG move. Licking the ball head was crazy.
Then he smacked him in the back of the head.
That was some Mike Tyson press conference Lennox Lewis tape. I was like, hold on a second,
and grabbed his mom's like ain't nothing happened.
What you want from the store? Grabbed her by the fatty and said, "What you want from the store?"
I'm being real.
Took a pull of the bone. He took a pull of the bone. He took the bone from her. Took a pull, grabbed the fatty. He was like, "Yeah, what you want from the store?"
I'm being real. I'm clapping at him and Mom Dukes at that point, my dude. I'm being honest with you. Nah, y'all out of control.
Not for nothing, Jody was out of control. You shouldn't be in the crib, Jody. Get out of here, baby boy. Listen, baby boy.
I forgot about that. He licked the ball. It smacked him.
Come on, man. And then grabbed Mom Dukes like nothing was wrong.
Like nothing was wrong.
You and Mom Dukes getting clapped at. I'm being honest.
No, he grabbed the cigarette out her hand, took a pull, and grabbed the.
Come on,
you wasn't going crazy for Shireen back in the day, Omar?
Who's that? Shireen was gobble, bro. Being honest.
She had the fatty.
Nah. So wait.
Tisha
Campbell was better.
She a little too muscle. Shireen is a little too muscle bound for me, bro.
Now she is. Back then she was still kind of toned, and now she looks. I can't look at that.
Brother, listen. You asked me a question.
Yeah, you said Tisha Campbell.
You asked me the question. Let kid answer the question.
But Tisha Campbell was you just like her, like she's prettier.
Nah, I think her frame was better. Listen, I'm the guy that said Nia Long is a regular Degler.
When you said that during the Udoka, or you said that back in the 90s?
Her whole career. What you talking about? She regular, man.
Oh my God.
She regular, man. Crazy. Bro, regular, man. Sorry.
How about Sanaa Lathan?
Yo, she cool.
Regular,
exactly. Cool.
Regular.
You think she's too
regular?
Them joints walking down Dykeman.
I like her nose.
Hold on. Them joints walking down Dykeman with no makeup on, nobody's hollering. Now, Megan Good, Lord have mercy. You see the frame on that thing? I'm just saying.
Then you pivoted. Wait a minute, hold on. Because I was in the whip with you, but I might have to hop out while it's moving.
Megan is not better than Nia Long.
We went from Nia Long regular, Sanaa Lathan regular, Megan Good out of this world.
No, I ain't say out of this world. Oh, it ain't many that's
talking about. She's walking down Dykeman.
I'm not.
I can see that.
Regular, another regular.
She better than Nia Long.
She's a regular bad Dykeman chick, but she ain't no regular. I think she is better than Nia Long. Hell yeah.
Give me Nia all day.
And they were both on Friday.
Nia, she's a little girl. Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah, Meg by the ice cream truck.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, man, Shireen was cool. She was cool.
Shireen was cool.
Yeah, she was cool.
Shireen was the better dancer.
Facts. I give you that.
You look so good.
Ain't my type.
I'm gonna tell you who's a cutie. You ever seen that movie?
This is another house party reference. We done did this before.
But
hold on. I'm sorry, AllBall. Yo, damn. What was the other movie? That's all I was telling you, Flea. You think Belly's on the same level as House Party?
Who said that?
I never said that.
No, I'm just saying because when I say Belly is trash, people will be like, "Yo, you crawling?" And I'm like, "Belly."
I mean, you're nuts. You're nuts for saying Belly's trash, but
Belly is trash. Now compare it to Menace to Society. Compare it to the certified classic. You can't. If anybody says House Party not a classic, we're gonna go. I'm not talking to you no more.
Why are you trying to indict me on something I had never said? I never said these things. I said Belly was a good movie. Now, if you want to compare them to the other classics, no, I'm not gonna say Belly is better than Menace to Society.
Forget all that. You ever seen the movie Superfly? That's one of the worst movies ever, but I can watch it.
The real one?
Yeah.
Like the original?
No, not the real one. The new one.
Most recent?
Oh, no. What's the new one?
Yeah.
Do you see the brown skin shorty?
What is her name? Yeah, she fire.
I don't know her name, but yeah. So that's all I'm saying.
She fire.
Well, who's in the new Superfly?
It's kind of old now. It's a couple years old.
It's a couple years, but I forget her name.
It ain't no known actors in it, but
she fire.
I
didn't know they remade Superfly. That's
they remade that.
I don't know what that was, but yeah, man, Faye, take us home, man.
School Days.
Overrated to me. Yeah,
regular.
That ain't no.
And I'm a frat dude. Regular.
That ain't no Coolie High. Get out of here, Cold Cheese. You crazy? Coolie High is certified classic.
That's Coolie. That's Coolie.
Listen, I'm gonna do the right thing, guy, man.
Yeah.
You gotta do the right thing over Coolie High.
Wait. Let me not act crazy. School Days was great. Do the Right Thing was great. Malcolm X.
School Days is not. School Days is not good.
Jungle Fever was good. Jungle Fever was great.
Jungle Fever was classic.
What was the other joint where he was what was my joint?
Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues is good too.
That's my guy wrong done. Mo Better Blues is crazy.
You said School Days was whack?
It was alright. It wasn't no Do the Right Thing. Chill out.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Nah.
It was.
Yeah, chill out.
Was. Now that I'm thinking about all this now. It was.
Maybe I'm confusing it. You know, there's a bunch of
Big Flea.
You know what I mean?
Ball suckers.
Shout out to Don Dropper.
Love everybody.
D-May.
Big Flea, every little one. You know what I'm saying? Classic. Heard you, Mike. Mike, watch new Superfly. Do you recommend it, AllBall? I gotta see the brown skin chick.
Yeah, that's only was long.
That's the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Everything else, you're just gonna laugh. It's like a bad movie that you can actually watch. You know how many movies is trash, but when it comes on, you can watch it.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one
of
those.
Belly.